stuck.
Greetings, friends. Thank you, Dave and Kathy. Sorry, that won't happen again. Thank you for having us in your beautiful home, all of us. We bring the news from Texas. Everything is not what you think and exactly what you think. But life is good down there, and we're glad to have friends out this far. We've never been... I've been to Maryland. The worst hotel I ever stayed in was in Baltimore one night. And I'm not judging Baltimore. It was just our budget and where we were on the interstate, and it was a wild night. But that's my only experience in Maryland. I spent one night. Yeah. It was a Ramada Inn, I believe.
Was it? I thought you said
No, it was a Red Roof. Yeah, it was a Red Roof Inn.
Everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah. We saw some stuff. We were trying to get from New York City to Savannah, Georgia, I think. But anyway, that's not the point. We're just glad to be here this evening in this beautiful home. My name's Josh. This is my wife, Kristi, and we will sing you some songs.
Yeah, let's do it. I won't play on this one.
Well, I got some time, I got a little bit of money. You got a hankering to hit the road. So what you say, hey, you and me, honey? Tell me you won't make me go it alone. You could just leave your tips on the table. Apron strings can't tie you down. Girl, if you're willing, I'm more than able to get you out of this nowhere town. And when the moon comes out, darling, you can't close your eyes. We'll keep rolling south. You dream, baby, I'll drive, and we'll sing da 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 da.
We'll stop at the truck stop on the state line. You can buy me a rose and a promise ring. Free as a bird in the pale blue sky, singing along with the song he sings.
When the moon comes out, darling, you can't close your eyes. We'll keep rolling south. You dream, baby, I'll drive. When the moon comes out, darling, you can't close your eyes. We'll keep rolling south. You dream and I'll drive, and we'll sing da 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 da. So I got some time, I got a little bit of money, and you got a hankering to hit the road. So what you say, hey, you and me, honey? Tell me you won't make me go it alone. Thank you. One down.
One down.
It's been a great day. I really shouldn't have led with the worst hotel ever was in Baltimore. That's not how do you endear yourself to the home crowd, to the home audience.
Tell them about our lunch today.
Yeah, we had a great day. We ate crabs. We beat them with hammers. We saw a blind owl, and it's been a memorable day.
We did. We really did.
Yeah, we went to the environmental center where Kathy works, and we saw a blind owl. Oh, so you guys know the blind owl I'm talking about.
That way, it's beautiful out there. Absolutely beautiful.
Really hard for me to not name them. I understand why we don't name the owls. I was explained to me, but I was like, this guy's got to have a name. He looks too cool. So Kristi and I have been, I met Kristi, we met in the 1900s, as our children tell us. Remind us often that we know nothing because we're from the 1900s, but we met in the very late 1900s, and in April we'll have been married for 20 years. which is unbelievable. We have a 10-year-old. He's running the merch tonight. You'll see him in a break. We have a 16-year-old back home. He's staying with other people. We didn't leave him just all by himself. And we're closely monitoring all the activities. And there were stern warnings given as we left. But he's a good guy, and I'm sure everything is fine. He doesn't have Facebook, so I know he's not watching.
No, but we've got eyes on him. This is a song about being different and how that's good sometimes.
Your first think cup of coffee. I'm a late night, one more last call.
Your windows roll down in the summer. I'm a blanket by the fire in the fall.
Your roots in solid ground, baby, I'm blowing in the wind.
I'm good to go with the flow. You're a head first, high dive jumping in. We ain't birds
of a feather,
but ain't we good together?
You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby.
Wrong's alright with me. I've been known to be a little bit stubborn, but I'm not too proud to say you came right out of left field, and now my point of view has changed.
Thought I'd find forever in blue eyes, turns out hers are green. Now all I know about what I knew is I didn't know a thing.
'Cause we ain't birds of a feather,
but ain't we good together? You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby.
wrong's alright with me.
We ain't birds of a feather, but ain't we good together? You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby.
Wrong's alright with me. Wrong's alright with me.
Thank you so much.
I got a wild A string, Dave, and it tries to feed back sometimes. So if it starts to do that, you might want to pull a little bass out of my guitar. I'm not sure how it is out there, but
Wild A
wild.
string.
Wants to take off without me. Okay.
Well, we've had quite a musical adventure. I started playing music when I was very young. I always just wanted to play music for people. That was just pretty much my whole life's goal. When I was young, my brothers and I'm the oldest of three brothers, and I made them pretend like we were on tour. I made them pretend that we were the Beach Boys, because that was my favorite band when I was young. Because my dad had tons of country records and country music, and that's obviously the foundation of everything I do. But my mom had some rock and roll records that she had left over from the 60s and stuff, and I found the Beach Boys. I thought they were awesome. They were a brother band, and I had brothers, and I was like, this is perfect. We can just be the Beach Boys. So we pretended to do that. And
Which
then
one were you?
Well, I was Brian, of course. The oldest. The genius. And then I grew up, and I figured out how to play guitar in high school, and started writing songs for a girl named Sally, who I was very smitten with in high school. Were my first songs. I was just warming up so I could write songs for you, baby.
God bless the broken road. Don't worry.
And well, she was a senior and I was a sophomore. I didn't have a shot, but I was aiming high. I was trusting this guitar to do something.
She was even older than you than I am.
That's true. That's true. You mentioned it. I would never mention that on stage.
You always mention it. I'm 6 months older than Josh. So for half the year, I'm his old lady. And I don't mind. I don't know.
Well, no, the kicker is you were born in the 70s and I was born in the 80s.
Yes.
So there's an entire generational divide. We don't have to get into this in front of these people. We just got here. You're analog, baby. I'm digital.
That's right. I was telling someone the other day, I don't like Google Calendar. I use it now because we have to as a family to function. But at one point in time, I was even taking a picture of my paper calendar so that I could be out and about and be like, let me check that date. Hold on. I would just pull up my phone.
Photograph of a paper calendar.
Yes, I'm free. I'll be available. I love a paper calendar. I love it. See, I'm from the 70s, baby.
Oh, man. But the guitar and music has taken me to so many incredible places that I otherwise probably wouldn't have gone, tonight included. But I was raised in a little town in New Mexico, southern New Mexico, called Las Cruces in again, the 1900s. It was pre-internet world. The world was small. If it didn't happen on the nightly news, and if it couldn't fit in the newspaper, did it even really happen?
Right.
I mean, not really. So we just lived down there, and I listened to the radio, and I loved country music, and I fell in love with all kinds of music. But I left home, moved to Texas. That's where we met, and I started playing in bands, and it's pretty much all I've done ever since. I write songs, and I try to find places to play them or people to sing them that are more famous than me, because that can be a lucrative endeavor if it ever pans out the way we think it might. Anyway, this is my resume if ever I was to try to get a job. It turns out I'm only qualified to do this, but this is a song that lets you know exactly my story that led pretty much to this right here from the time I left home. It's called A Long Way from Las Cruces. And tonight we are a long way from Las Cruces. I lived on in County when I turned 18. Boys, I headed out to Texas, tried to start my own thing. I wound up in Waco with a weekly at the Continental Cowboy. I said, yeah, boy. We played 4-hour sets, beer was $4 for $1. Drop ceiling cigarettes, pretty girls. We were hotter than an Elmont pawn shop, pistol and twice as loud. Living off a tip jar, just trying to figure it out. Well, I come a long way from Las Cruces, and I can't believe I still get to do this. New Mexico raised me, Texas made me, Tennessee and me never could quite figure it out. But I'm a long way from Las Cruces, and I've come too far to turn back now. So I headed down to Austin, left the 254, set up at Cedar Creek and Adam O. Hit record. I made a Texas country record that the radio played. Thank you, DJs. In ATX, I fell in with some different kind of cats. Took a funky left turn, wore a funky kind of hat. I drove to NYC with a 3-piece and signed a bad deal. It was getting real. Out of gas, out of cash, pushing 30, feeling scared. Me and Kristi moved to Tennessee to try our luck there. I swear I finally figured out how to write a good country song. I was doing it wrong. Nashville, what a thrill, I signed me another deal. Me and Trent Willman made some records, man. I still sing about white vans and taco stands, baby, come on. It was fun for a while, but it never really felt like home. Well, I come a long way from Las Cruces, and I can't believe I still get to do this. New Mexico raised me, Texas made me, Tennessee and me never could quite figure it out. But I'm a long way from Las Cruces, and I've come too far to turn back now. What I
Now I got some famous friends, got some friends that write hits. I'm still close with them dudes I went to high school with, and I'm a Topo Chico cowboy. Me and old Drew Kennedy, it's true. I made this new record, wanna hear it goes. I got RP and Jimmy J being radio, just doing all we can to keep this train moving down the line. It never goes like you think, but all in all, it's been a pretty good ride. It has. I've come a long way from Las Cruces, and I can't believe I still get to do this. New Mexico raised me, Texas made me, Tennessee me never could quite figure it out. But I'm a long way from Las Cruces, and I've come too far to turn back now. Buddy, I'm a long way from Las Cruces, but I come too far to turn back now. Thank you. Thank you. That is a true story. True story. Especially that part about the Continental Cowboy in the first verse. I know that's the most words I've ever put in a song. You probably don't even remember the first verse. But we played this little bar in Waco called the Continental Cowboy. And I swear they handed out cigarettes at the door. It was the smokiest bar I've ever been in my life. And it had 8-foot drop tile ceilings, and just everything smelled like cigarettes in there. But
it burned
they were,
your eyes so badly physically just to be in there. But I liked Josh Greider, so I would go and I would just try to see him through the smoke. It was the kind of place where after you showered like 3 times, you maybe smelled a little less like cigarette smoke.
It was the kind of place where they would, it was the honor system about your age. Because we were all 19, and the first time we went in there, they came and said, "What y'all boys drinking?" Beer? Okay, y'all boys are 21, aren't you? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, we got a special tonight, quarter 8-ounce ice beers. Here's $5. Let us know when that runs out. We'll be ready.
Quarter beers.
Quarter.
Can't even buy bubble gum for a quarter.
It was a wild time.
It was wild.
No judgment, but I can tell a lot of you folks remember the 1900s quite well.
Well, I was born and raised in Kerrville, Texas, and you guys may have heard of like the Kerrville Folk Festival, or a lot of people go to camp out there. It's beautiful, and I enjoyed being from Kerrville. But then I went to Baylor, and that's where I met my man sitting to my left. But he's.
I'm glad you didn't talk about the other one.
We were just friends at first, and I liked him a lot. But I kind of figured he was not going to move on from his hometown girlfriend or his girlfriend back home. But one night, Halloween night of our junior year, he showed up at my apartment and just played some songs for me and then left. And I was like,
I was trick-or-treating. I didn't get any candy.
I was just a songwriter.
And man, that kind of messed up my head a little. I was like just kind of getting over the fact that you were never going to be more than just my friend. So anyway, I wrote this song that night. This is an old song. Is that in tune enough? Oh, goodness gracious. All right. This is called The Moon.
When the day is done and the work is through, I begin to dance at the thought of you. And I'm losing my mind, keeping my love true. But your smiling moves, and it soothes me. Digging around in your head for truth. My body's light and my eye is on you. I keep in step with your heat and your beat and tune. But your smiling moves, and it soothes me. Yeah, it moves, and it unlooses me. The
song, but you wrote the tune. When you look at me, boy, the mountains move. Do you have any idea how bad I want you? 'Cause your smiling moves, and it unblues me. The moon is ours tonight, and every star shining in the sky. The moon is ours tonight, and you are. Meet me at the park underneath the moon. I'm gonna fall in love with you. Meet me at the park underneath the moon. I'm gonna make you love me too. I'll meet you at the park underneath the moon. I'm gonna fall in love with you. Meet you at the park underneath the moon. I'm gonna make you. Oh, the moon is ours tonight, and every star shining in the sky. The moon is ours tonight. Ooh. That's how you know you have audience with etiquette. They're like, I'm gonna wait, and I'm just gonna wait. You guys are so good. Yeah.
We hate to be the first guy. We're like,
Yeah, oh, it's not over. My bad.
That's usually me.
oops.
That's usually Let me tell you a funny story.
Oh, boy.
No.
We don't have a therapist. We just work it out with you guys. So
Yeah.
bear with us.
Yeah. This is great. We have lots of empathetic witnesses. That January, you invited me to your Battle of the Bands thing.
He has a battle of bands. Who won?
You did.
Yeah.
And I was like doing everything that I could in my power to work out in my schedule to go. And I was like, why am I doing this? This is, he's got someone and I had someone and I just didn't think this ever would be. But I found myself like seeing if people could cover my shift and all of that so I could go. So I went and he won, and I was standing there watching him, and this man standing next to me, and I look up and it's Pat Green, and he's watching Josh, and he's like, dang, he's good. I was like, yes, he is.
He's mine, Pat.
He's back off. He's just now starting to talk to me. But that night, Josh gave me a ride back to my car, and we were just talking because it was always easy to talk with him.
In a U-Haul rental van.
Yeah, that was sexy. And I knew that I was safe. I didn't feel like I was going to be murdered in the U-Haul van. But he was taking me back to my car, and it was raining, and we were just talking, and he was like, man, it's just so easy to talk to you. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Why is it so easy to talk to you? And I finally went, well, I think I'm in love with you. I think I've been in love with you for about 3 years, really since the day I met you. And I told him all the things, and I was just waiting for, the crushing blow. And he was like, I think I might be too. So that's really our first. We celebrate that more than we even do in April.
Yeah.
January 27th. It was a good day. So, I was still writing that song though, I gotta be real. It takes me a long time to write a song. But
And this is a song about a breakup. Yes, that was a heck of a day, January 27th. KJ97 Battle of the Bands winner 2001.
oh, and we two-stepped.
Riverside, my college band.
We two-stepped for the first time.
I was really confident. I was confident that night to talk to somebody so beautiful and be so bold because I was pretty sure we were going to be millionaires because we had just won this Battle of the Bands. Fame and fortune were surely just around the corner.
we had won the San Antonio Battle of the Bands. Turns out we're still chasing that, but whatever. We got a good thing going, and it works. But I've written tons of songs over the years. This is a song about a breakup. It's about moving on after something happens, but it's just one of my favorite songs I've written. I wrote it with my friend Bobby Hamrick, who is a brilliant songwriter, lives in Nashville. I'll tell you more about Nashville as the night goes. You guys are getting the get to know you show because we don't know a lot of you, and we're in new places, and we were ready, just to introduce ourselves and let you know kind of what we're about. But this song is called Less and Less, and I love it. There are days when her name bounces round in my head like a pinball in a coffee can. And there are nights when the slightest little thing could make her memory scream through like an ambulance. There's so many situations, a million little triggers. I'll go from moving on to man, I miss her. And it hits me like a black smoke billowing, midnight whistling, runaway train. Hits me like a white foam hurricane, barreling wave after crashing wave. When her memory gets the best of me, it'll really knock me down a step, more and more. It happens less and less. Finally stop trying to watch our old highlight reel in my mind when I fall asleep. And I'm not afraid of what I'd say if I saw her out some night and she came up to me. I'm not all the way better, just better than I've been. It's not all the time now, just every now and then that it'll hit me like a black smoke billowing, midnight whistling, runaway train. Hit me like a white foam hurricane, barreling wave after crashing wave. When her memory gets the best of me, it'll really knock me down a step, but more and more. It happens less and less. When her memory gets the best of me, it'll really knock me down a step, but more and more. It happens more and more. Baby, it happens more and more. It happens less and less. Less and less. Thanks.
We should do Can You Feel Me Missing You, our other breakup song.
Sure.
Oh, wait. We gotta cover all the bases, right? Maybe that's my culprit. You want this?
I think I feel good.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you play this one.
A buddy of mine, Drew Kennedy, he's played here. Dear friend of mine, best friend. other half of the Topo Chico Cowboys, which is a wild outfit. Watch out if you run into the Topo Chico Cowboys. He told me one time, and he's a brilliant songwriter, and he's got these fantastic songs about just all this stuff, and he's like, man, exaggeration is our greatest weapon. I was like, that is true. Johnny Cash didn't kill anybody in Reno just to watch him die, but you believe it when he says it. You can take a stubbed toe and turn it into a murder ballad if you want to. Exaggeration, you just take that emotion, you just totally tease it out. So it's fun to play in those corners sometimes. But I wrote this song, again, with Bobby Hamrick. Bobby will show up a lot tonight. He's one of my favorite collaborators. But he and I and a girl named Jamie Floyd wrote this song. And it wasn't a duet initially, but then we realized it made a really good duet. So it's called Can You Feel Me Missing You? Slow for Saturday, but I sat down anyway. Empty stools on either side. Wild turkey melts the ice. Blue neon kind of song. The bartender hums along, and you're on my mind. You're on my mind. Can you feel me missing you? Wherever you are in the world right now, is it coming through? I can't let go even though I know we said goodbye. Oh, baby, tonight, can you feel me reaching out? Go to that part of your heart that you gave to me and look around. In a town you don't know, in a bar about to close, I'm getting one more round. Oh, baby, right now, can you feel me missing you? 'Cause damn, I do.
Did it turn out like you hoped? You getting where you need to go? Are you staying in or going out? Baby, are you happy now? Starting something new with someone else? You're holding on or being held? I wonder, baby, can you tell when you're on my mind? Can you feel me missing you? Wherever you are in the world right now, is it coming through? I can't let go even though I know we said goodbye. Oh, baby, tonight, can you feel me reaching out? Go to that part of your heart that you gave to me and look around. In a town you don't know, in a bar about to close, I'm getting one more round. Oh, baby, right now, can you feel me missing you? 'Cause damn, I do.
Can you feel me reaching out? Baby, go to that part of your heart that you gave to me and look around. In a town you don't know, in a bar about to close, I'm getting one more round. Oh, baby, right now, can you feel me missing you? 'Cause damn, I do.
Damn, I do.
Thank you.
That song makes me miss you.
We spent a lot of time apart. We travel a lot, so it wasn't a far stretch to turn that into a I Miss You song to a
Let's
breakup
do it when
song.
you're finally home song.
Okay, which one's that?
The Babe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. This is the title track of my last EP. It's called All Right. It's just about that when you finally get back together again, how nice it is and how tough it can be when you're doing it on your own. All the things. He travels a lot and he's on the road a lot. And it's tough, but it is. I wouldn't have it in any other way. Miles I've traveled and still have so many to go. Full moon is shining, my tracks are all covered with snow. The night may be dark, but I do my best not to lose hope. I've always got hope. Babe, now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Babe, now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. My heart gets heavy, sometimes it's so hard to find peace. Wolves at my door and my worry steals joy like a thief. But I find comfort when I hear you whisper to me. You whisper to me, babe. Now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Babe, now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Babe, now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Babe, now that you're here, it's gonna be alright. Now that you're here, it's gonna be alright, babe. I got lost.
I know.
When the lead guitarist plays a note so bad that the singer can't even think of what to sing anymore, that's when you know you're really killing it, really crushing the gig. I'm not the best. I'm just the best you can afford.
So good. No, I had a moment of, do I go back to the minor or do I stay on the major?
I know. I know. How do I save him from this terrible guitar playing he's doing?
No. There's only one note. Yeah.
Only a half step off. Always a half step away.
Well, we're playing a half step down tonight too, and I know that seems like it would just be no big deal, but I just keep overshooting everything. You don't realize how much muscle memory is involved in singing. And I keep, babe, like I'm trying to get down to that pitch. It's crazy. So bear with me.
Well, I think you sound great, baby.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Oh, look, I'm not alone.
Your turn to tune.
Close.
Thank you.
It's Kent Island. Kent Island in tune.
It is It is a 30
it's
degree.
not, though.
No, it's like a 30-degree temperature drop. But we're inside. Why are guitars
know.
being so temperamental?
Just being silly. So I mentioned earlier, we left home a 16-year-old who we are monitoring. If any one of us gets up and leaves immediately, it's because the alert has gone off and we've got to
No,
we've got to handle the things.
he's saving us right now because he got home today, found out our dog had found her way into the bathroom, and the bathroom door, if you hit it just right, it closes. And she got locked in there, and she busted a hole through the door.
I'll show you the picture in the break. It's really impressive. She's a very tenacious animal, but she burrowed through the door. Through a door! Hollow core door.
Through the door.
But nonetheless.
She's kind of beat up, and I was super sad earlier, but also now I'm super confident that she could save us in any event. Josh used to always make fun, like, oh, what are you going to do if somebody busts in here and tries to, kidnap you? And I'm like, they won't. Scout will save me. And after you saw that picture today, you were like, maybe she really will save you.
Tenacious.
She is.
If they lock you in the closet, she will definitely burrow through the door and get you out.
It's a wooden door, y'all. It's wooden. I mean, it's the cheap kind. It's the where it's open. Thank God. Oy vey.
I'll show you the picture in the break. It's impressive. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. But yeah, so I wrote this song. He was just a little guy. He was our only at that point. We lived in Nashville. We'd gone up there, and I had a record deal for a minute, publishing deal, and Walt Wilkins, who's played here before, and he comes through regularly, I think, and some of you may know, he would pop into town. He called me one day, said, hey, I'm in town. We should write. I was like, of course. So I drove down to Music Row, and I met him and another friend of mine who's become a dear friend, Ken Johnson, a friend of ours. And we wrote this song. It came up just kind of naturally, the riff and then this song. And the song was called Summer in 16, and it was sort of this daydream of remembering what it was like to be 16. And I recorded this song in 2012, but we'd written this bridge that I didn't quite land right for me. Walt and Ken both had older kids a little bit, and JJ was just a little bitty guy. So I rewrote the bridge when I released the song, and the original bridge I've been singing lately because as I have aged, as is an inevitable, unavoidable consequence of being born, and now have a 16-year-old roommate, the original bridge hits like a 9-pound hammer. And so I've been amending it. If you happen to know the song, and you hear when I get to the bridge and you're like, that's not what it's supposed to be, it's actually exactly what it's supposed to be. I was just young and changed it 15 years ago. But any of you that have lived with a 16-year-old before? It's something, It's something. It's incredible. It's incredible is what it is on every spectrum that incredible can be. He's a good dude. And so, this is called Summer in 16. Better do it now while you've got your chance. Might not have the moves, but she wants to dance. Look at her looking at you, you lucky fool. Man, she thinks you're cool. Better grab the moment while the time is right, 'cause it'll come and go like a firefly light. She's standing there shining like a moon in a July sky. Got your own set of wheels and a full tank of gas. Hold on tight, 'cause it's gonna go fast. First real taste of what it's like to be free. Ooh, summer in 16. There's a party in the circle up on Chapel Hill. Part of me's wishing I was up there still with my buddies and a beer. my first love by my side. It's 11:35, and you gotta leave now, 'cause she can't be late. It's a 20-minute drive, and her daddy won't wait. And you need that last 5 minutes for that goodnight kiss. Man, I miss my old set of wheels and a cheap tank of gas. Hold on tight, we were going so fast. First real taste of what it's like to be free. Ooh, summer of 16. I slipped out of that daydream. I heard, hey Dad, where's the keys? And I looked at that boy and I realized I was looking at me. Here's your own set of wheels and a full tank of gas. Hold on tight, son, it's gonna go fast. First real taste of what it's like to be free. With your own set of wheels and a full tank of gas. Hold on tight, 'cause it's gonna go fast. First real taste of what it's like to be free. Ooh, summer in 16. Summer in 16. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, we need this is going to be our song for the break. We've already gone over our 45-minute first set.
Oh, we have?
Yeah, we have it. Time flies when you're having
Time
fun.
flies. Okay.
We understand, but we want to follow the rules because we have to stay here tonight, and if they get mad, they might kick us out. And I hear it's going to get real cold, so we don't have to deal with that. We don't want to be bumming a room from one of you good people. They got to roll away.
As long as it's not the Red Roof Inn, I think we're fine, right?
I got a room at the Red Roof in Baltimore. Yee.
What did you want to do for the song for the break?
You got to pick it right now.
Well,
No
I was
pressure.
gonna- I don't want to end on a sad note, but I was going to do Goodnight
It's too sad. Too sad. You can't send them to the break like that.
I
People
know,
just
I
leave.
know.
They'll
Just
be
mope
depressed
around.
and go home. Be the saddest break ever. This is a song I wrote with Jason Eady, and Jason cut it on his AM Country Radio record with Patty Loveless as a duet partner, which was a thrill to hear a song that I had a hand in. Me and Matt Powell and Drew Kennedy wrote this song. It took 4 of us to get this thing done. But it's a mountain song. Kristi's people are all from West Virginia. Mine are all from Kentucky, so we figure we can sing mountain songs. We're not bluegrassers. We just got mountain roots.
You're a man on a mountain of a man, the ridge-line timber, the palms of your hand are too rough and rocky, salty as the land. You're a man on a mountain of a man.
Well, you are a lily of the valley, but the valley keeps you down. I know you long to follow my lonesome mountain sound. But you're all wine and roses, baby, you'll never leave in town. You're a lily of the valley, but the valley keeps you down.
Once upon a time we longed to be lovers. Why can't a valley girl ever love a mountain man? Let's not spend our lives lying to each other. Let's meet in the middle or we'll never meet again. Till you make me a promise I can never be your wife.
Darling, I ain't never promised anything in my life, but I'll live with you forever, and
I won't live in sin. upon a time we longed to be lovers. Why can't a valley girl ever love a mountain man? Let's not spend our lives lying to each other. Let's meet in the middle, or we'll never meet again.
Honey, I'd buy you a diamond, but a diamond I can't afford.
I don't need no diamond, boy, so what you waiting for? I said get down off your mountain.
Well then, girl, come and take my hand.
Let's meet in the middle, or we'll never meet again. Once upon a time we longed to be lovers. Why can't a valley girl ever love a mountain man? Let's not spend our lives lying to each other. Let's meet in the middle, or we'll never meet again. Let's meet in the middle, or we'll never meet again.
All right, stretch your legs. It's break time. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you. Kristi's trying to book a show up here real quick, so we're gonna delay the second half.
I want to go on another trip. It's fun.
Thanks for sticking around. Look, baby, we retained most of the crowd.
All right. Are you guys having fun? Good, good.
Big hand for Dave and Kathy for opening their home to us.
Yes. Such good people.
Let's pick up where we left off.
Let's do it.
Love songs, a few sad songs, songs about life.
Life and love.
Do you want to do Deep in the West?
Yeah,
This is
do.
not a song we wrote. This is a Shake Russell song, if you guys are familiar with Shake Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant, beautiful songwriter. This is a great song, very meaningful to us in our relationship. Anybody in a relationship. I feel like I love country music because I feel like there's the economy of words in the great country music writers is brilliant. They say so much in so few words, and this song is an example to me of that, along with this great Roger Miller song, who, if you don't know who Roger Miller is, he's worth looking up. But he has a song called Husbands and Wives, and it's like one verse and one chorus. But I think that people could save a lot of money on marriage counseling if they just played that song like 10 times over and over in the car and took to heart what Roger was saying, because it's beautiful. And also, I think that's true with the Shake Russell song. So anyway, this song is called Deep in the West. Deep in the West, where the tall mountains grow, I've come home. Where heaven above turns red from the fire down below. Are you listening to me when I'm talking to you? Together we're one, and divided we're through. Ooh, divided we're through.
Silver friend at night, yellow friend you come with the dawn. Black in my heart, I've been trying my eyes, see me run. So you'll hang on to me, and I'll hang on to you. Sit together, we are one, and divided we're through. Ooh, divided we're through.
to talk. Well, I guess that it's all for love's sake. Ain't it, baby? That's what you say.
And learning to give is important before you can take from me. And you take from me, yeah. Are you listening to me when I'm talking to you? Sit together, we are one, and divided we're through. So you'll hang on to me, and I'll hang on to you. Sit together, we are one, and divided we're through. There you go.
You're listening to me,
Changing your mind.
talking to you.
This love of yours.
Together we're one,
Take me sometime.
divided we're through.
There you go.
Hang on to me,
Changing your
I'll
mind.
hang on to you.
This love of yours.
Together we're one,
Take me sometime.
and divided we're through.
Ooh, divided we're through.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We have a couple of requests that we got to knock out.
Yeah.
The rule of a house concert there's no rules at house concerts. There are rules at house concerts, actually, Dave. Yeah, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. There are definitely rules, and you explained them to us. Please follow the rules. But one of my personal rules is I always ask the host if there's songs that they want to hear, and this was sometimes you do house concerts, and they'll write you a list of 20 songs. And honestly, I don't care at all. That's amazing.
Set list
Writing
is
a
written.
set list is one of the most frustrating and difficult things. I personally am crippled by the paradox of choice all the time. It takes me forever to buy a pair of jeans. It's just like, well, there's so many jeans.
choices.
There's so many colors. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It cripples me. It really does. And that's true with songs. At this point, I've written a lot of songs. It's like, I don't know what the people in Maryland want to hear. Like, they might want to hear this. They might want to hear anyway, so you always ask the host. And they were great. It was a small list that they had, which is fine. But some places, I'm telling you, they write the whole show for you. You're like,
Yeah.
cool.
Done.
You told me you
Easy.
paid for me to come here. I'll do whatever you want. Not whatever, but you know.
They wanted all ABBA covers. We talked about ABBA last night at dinner. Just read here, baby. Here.
Let me borrow that. Borrow that little guy.
What's mine is yours. I thought you were doing Price of the Dream. Okay, well, we'll do two really sad songs back to back.
No, we won't do it. We won't do it in a row.
I wrote this song when Evan was a baby, our 10-year-old, because he's in my voice notes for my phone. That's where I write all my ideas down and sing my little melodies, and I'm playing it on the piano, and he's da 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 in the background. So I've kept that because it's very special to me. But it's exactly where I was in life when I wrote this song called "Good Night, Sweet Dreams." Josh was gone a lot, and this was just my night that night.
I'm not my best. I'm not my best whenever you're gone. The days drag by like a sad, slow song. But night brings calm to my weary soul. The darkness makes lonely not feel so alone. So twinkle, little star, and good night, moon. The boys are in bed, and I'm thinking of you. It's never as bad or as good as it seems. just miss you right now. Good night, sweet dreams. Love is not the question, I know the deal. I am the rock, you are the wheel. But if home is where the heart is, and you are my heart, tell me, what is this house when we are apart? So twinkle, little star, and good night, moon. The boys are in bed, and I'm thinking of you. It's never as bad or as good as it seems. I just miss you right now. Good night, sweet dreams. So twinkle, little star, and good night, moon. The boys are in bed, I'm always thinking of you. It's never as bad or as good as it seems. I just miss you right now. Good night.
I wrote that on piano, and so he's always played it for me. Thank you for doing that for me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for remembering the chords, because I would have forgotten them.
One of the great parts of traveling, like we get to do coast to coast now, you know, we do a lot of house concerts like this. These are just incredible for where we're at. I've spent years in honky-tonk bands and in bars and all over the place. But this season in life has us in a lot of living rooms like this, and we just love it. It really it fits our vibe a lot. So one of the great things is you get to come, and like I said, we got to go have crabs. Like food is. If I wasn't in music, I'd probably be in food, and you can't make money in either one. It turns out, but I love it.
What do you do for a living? Food.
I'm a part-time. My buddy opened this barbecue, like a fancy, like high-end barbecue joint in Flatonia, Texas. If you're ever through there, it's great. But if I have a Saturday off, I'll drive to Flatonia and I work the flat top. Man, I love it. I get in there and
He likes to come home and use words like, I was in the weeds today. And
oh, we say yes, chef, all the time. It's like the bear in there. If you've seen the bear, it's awesome. It's awesome because I really have no financial stake in it. I can just go and have fun. It's terrifying. To get into the restaurant business. But I love cooking for people and food and tasting the food in all the places we go. So we go have crab, you know, like we hear so much. We have friends that are from Maryland. And it's just, the crab. And I know we're out of season or whatever, but we still got to break some crabs open. Evan got real good at, what's it called, the apron? The little part that you pull out first?
I didn't enjoy that part.
Somebody asked for rubber gloves to do their crab with. It wasn't me.
Out of stater. I may as well be wearing a sign. I was like, do you guys have? She was like, yes, they're 50 cents.
I'll take them. So we have them for a fee. How much? 50 cents. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
But you get to try all the local stuff. And Kathy, this morning at home, we take honey in our coffee. And there was this honey sitting over there. And she said, that's your honey. That's our local honey. We want you to take that with us. And I just loved that.
Honey, and it was so good.
So good.
The bees up here, man.
Bees. Man, these Maryland bees. But it made me think of this song that I wrote called Local Honey.
Yes.
Most of my songs I write most of my songs from a real place. It's stuff I've been through or whatever. This is a completely fictitious song about a guy falling for the girl at the farmer's market.
You do bring home a lot of honey.
That sells the local honey.
And so, anyway, I just thought we should do this song
Oh, this is a drop.
tonight. Just for some levity to the set after a heavy song like that.
I get it.
We need a ridiculous song about honey.
Honey, bees.
I like to go to the farmer's market, fresh as the morning dew. Turnips and taters, melons and maters, and the cold, fresh, hand-pressed juice. Ooh. Now I've been going every Saturday to this one particular booth. The product is perfect, most definitely worth it, 'cause the girl that's selling it is so cute. She got that local honey, oh so sweet. That local honey, yes ma'am, yes please. Put it on your biscuits, put it in your tea, use it in your favorite recipes. But the best thing about that local honey is that it comes from local bees. Now I've been working up my courage to see if she'd wanna buzz with me. I'd be happy to serve her, I'd be her little worker if she wanted to be my queen. Yeah. Now here's where the problem starts. That last line of that verse was, I'd be happy to serve her, I'd be her little worker if she wanted to be my queen. I thought that was clever. Now I'm playing a show one night in Comfort, Texas. After the show, wouldn't you know, a beekeeper comes buzzing up to the stage. And he says, hey man, I heard your song about the bees and the honey. I'm a beekeeper. And I thought, uh-oh. I don't know anything about bees or honey or anything. I just saw it on our little jar of honey at the house and thought maybe that could be a song. And I made this song up one morning. I said, yeah, I heard the end of that one verse you sang. You'd be happy to serve her. You'd be her little worker if, you know, the queen thing. I was like, yeah. He goes, I just thought you should know that all the worker bees actually are females. Damn. Really? And it wouldn't have been that big a deal, but I just recorded this song and I put it on a record. I have my gender pronouns all confused on this song. I know. This was a few years back. Before that was headlines and stuff. So here I am thinking, dang, I thought I'd written the perfect country and western song about bees and honey, but I had not written the perfect country and western song about bees and honey. I had it all confused. I was telling this story one time. I was playing out in San Francisco. I know. And I got into all this stuff, and I was country mouse in the big city, and I was backing myself into a hole, and I started getting embarrassed, and I didn't want to offend anybody, and I was just a story, you know. And I'm backpedaling, and I'm trying to like, and this one lady, she saved me. She goes, "You're fine. You just wrote the perfect lesbian song." And I was like, thank you. Thank you for saving me, because I was treading water. I was like, I'm about to piss everybody off in here. Anyway, before that beekeeper left in Comfort, I said, well, what are the male bees called? Probably everybody in here knows what are the male bees called? Anybody know? Yeah, see, this is common knowledge. Why did I not know this? I don't know. I missed that episode of Sesame Street or something. So it's drones. So here I was thinking I'd written the perfect country and western song about bees and honey. I had not, so I went back and I wrote another verse to line it out for the way my world works. And so this is the amended second verse of Local Honey that you only get at live shows, folks. This is why you come to live music, because if you buy my record, it's confusing. You don't understand. Like, well, what's he saying? I lined it out for you here. I've been working up my courage to see if she'd want to buzz with me. I would be the best drone that she had ever known if she wanted to be my queen. Hey, give me some local honey, oh so sweet. That local honey,
it'll cure your allergies. If you put it on your biscuits, put it in your tea, use it in your favorite recipes. But the best thing about that local honey, I'll tell you the best thing about local honey is that it comes from local bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Thank you for the honey, Kathy.
Oh, I'm gonna write a song about homogenized milk or something.
Raw milk.
Raw milk.
Sells the raw milk.
Oh. It'll be my retort song. Should we duet again, or?
I want to hear Let It All Go. I think you should play that. Tell everybody how you wrote that and why you wrote it.
Oh, we're online.
What?
Oh, we're online.
Oh, yeah.
There's some stories that you just get worried about people hearing, you know? The wrong person hearing. Okay, I was chatting with this gentleman in our neighborhood. We have the best neighborhood, just the best neighbors, and everybody knows each other, and I feel like the kids are totally safe. That said, we did have a car stolen once, just right out of our driveway. But
It was a crime spree. It hit town.
it was.
Batman saved us.
Yeah. There's one particular friend that walks around a lot in the neighborhood, and he's kind of cranky. He has a little nickname. Everyone calls him Old Man Mean Guy. And we were chatting one day, as we do, and he was pretty upset. He was mad about all the things that were going on in the world. I don't blame him. There's a lot going on. And I said, "How are you doing?" And he said, "Well, the world's on fire, and this is going on, and this is, and if they can't fix this, they're gonna this and this and this," and doom and gloom, and all of that. And I walked inside, and I just thought, "Oh man, Mean Guy just needs to let it all go." And so I wrote this song in like 5 minutes for Old Man Mean Guy. It's called "Let It All Go." Shining silhouettes, dancing pirouettes. We're all seeking to forget the doldrums of the day. Raindrops catch the light, mimicking fireflies. Faces turn up to the sky and smile. And we've all had our disappointments, and none of us are throwing stones, 'cause the music and the wine and the rain sweetly remind us to open our hearts and let it all go. Soaking up the midday sun, climbing up meridians. I am right where I belong, no matter where I am. Lightly I soldier on, every day a different song. Sometimes right and sometimes wrong. I do the best I can. 'Cause we've all had our disappointments, and none of us are throwing stones, 'cause the music and the wine and the rain sweetly remind us to open our hearts and let it all.
stone walls. 'Cause the music and the wine and the rain sweetly remind us to open our hearts and let it all go.
Can be hard to do, but it's good to put in practice.
It's so true. And anytime I'm driving and I get really bad road rage, Evan starts singing that song from the back seat. and then I just drop my head like, yeah, you right. I should let it all go.
So I was raised in New Mexico, but my family came from Kentucky. 1957, there you go. Russell County. My granddad in 1957 moved down to Las Cruces, New Mexico. He had an uncle that lived there, was in the construction business and was building and was doing pretty good. And he said, Ralph, you got to get down here. It's happening. You can make some money. So he convinced my grandma and said, we're going to move down there. And they moved with their 3 boys, which was my dad was the middle of those boys. And they moved to Las Cruces for a few years to make some money and go back to Kentucky. And last year, my grandma died at 94 in Las Cruces, New Mexico. They never went back, but Las Cruces was very good.
Right, when they moved there?
No. She's 22.
Okay.
She was married at 16. Anyway, they got out there. When they got out there, Mimi couldn't drive. She learned how to drive in Las Cruces. And she got her driver's license, and she drove. She was just one of the most, just one of those generation of people. We all know and have people from that generation, just tough as boot leather, sweet as could be. Loved pictures. Loved to show you pictures when you hung out. Learned how to drive there, but she was in her late 80s the first time she ever got pulled over. She'd never had a traffic violation, so she gets lit up by the cops and pulled over, and they come up to the car and they're like, they write her a ticket or whatever, and he comes back and Mimi's got her checkbook out, and the officer comes up and he's like, Miss Grider, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'd like to take care of this right now. What do I owe you? I'm sorry for speeding. And he said, Have you never been pulled over? And she's like, nope. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, I can't be the first person to write you a ticket. So I'm going to let you go. If you could please speed up and just get home. that would be great. Yeah. She was it was a very small woman, just classic, looking to try to see over the steering wheel. We miss her a lot, but it was definitely her time. It was one of those cases where she was ready. She'd outlived everybody of her friends and everything. But anyway, I always think about her with this song. I made a music video for this song, and my dad came and he was in the video, and he showed it to my grandma. As you won't be surprised to hear, it was never online. She did not have an online presence or a computer or anything. We got her iPad one year, and she was just like, "Take this back. I don't want to learn this. I'm good." And
I don't blame her. As a child of the 70s.
Yeah. And my dad took her to the house and showed her this video, and she called me, and she didn't call me very often because didn't want to bother. It's like, call me anytime, Meme. I'll answer. But she wanted to congratulate me for getting on the YouTubes. She thought this was a really big deal. And I did not have the heart to tell her that I put it there myself. And I just said, thank you, Mimi. We've been working really hard. It is a great honor to be on the YouTubes. Anyway, but you can go see this video. You'll see some pictures of her, some pictures of some of my friends. I wrote this song, interestingly enough, with a guy named Barry Zito. And if you're a baseball fan, that name might ring a bell. And it is that, Barry Zito. At one time, the highest played Major League pitcher. World Series winning.
But he moved to Nashville, and a friend of mine said, hey, do you like baseball? And I said, sure, as much as anybody else, yeah. And he goes, you know who Barry Zito is? I said, I do. He said, would you like to write a song with him? And I said, yes, of course I would, because you just say yes to anything, you know, that comes your way if it sounds interesting. And we hit it off, and we this is the first song, the only song, well, not the only song, but it's the first song that we wrote, and it's the best song we ever wrote. And co-writing is very interesting. You just meet somebody that you don't know. And, of course, I knew who he was because he had this, you know, this history, had a World Series ring. He wasn't wearing it that day. That would have been a big flex, though, if he'd have walked in with some hardware on. But we're sitting there talking, and he's, you know, we find out we have kids the same age, and Ev was about 2 or 3, and he had a son same age, and he said, man, my wife got me this Polaroid camera. I love taking pictures of my boy. He's like, it's crazy because I swear in 2 weeks I can look at the picture and look at him, and he's different. He's changed already. He's just changed. You know, they grow so fast at that age. And I said, yeah, man, that's crazy. I said, you know, but in that picture, he'll be 2 forever. And then we both just stopped, which is what happens when songwriters get together and a good line comes out, and you're like, wait a minute. So we started kicking this around, and we came up with this song that I love dearly. I love playing this song, but it's called Pictures Do. So I'll do it for you now. Well, there we are in red sweaters, family photo, Christmas past. Smiling for the camera, nobody knew it was Uncle Mike's last. And there's this one where I'll never be anything but 17. And that girl holding my hand will always be in love with me. But of all the ones I've got, they don't get much better. 'Cause in this one right here, he'll be 2 forever. 'Cause pictures don't grow up, pictures never change. They're frozen there forever in the moments they were made. They don't fall out of love, they don't change their minds. They won't ever get sick and leave hurting hearts behind. They say there ain't no stopping the hands of time, but that ain't true, 'cause that's what pictures do. I can smell Granddad's Old Spice, feel the burn of a spring break sun, see how much I look like my old man when he was young. I just dust off that old album, and it's all right there for me. It's the closest thing there is to a time-traveling machine. 'Cause pictures don't grow up, pictures never change. They're frozen there forever in the moments they were made. They don't fall out of love, they don't change their minds. They won't ever get sick and leave hurting hearts behind. They say there ain't no stopping the hands of time, but that's not true, 'cause that's what pictures do. And the years take their toll on everything they touch, but pictures don't grow up, pictures never change. No, they stay frozen there forever in the moments they were made. They don't fall out of love, they don't change their minds. They won't ever get sick and leave hurting hearts behind. They say there ain't no stopping the hands of time, but that's not true, 'cause that's what pictures do. Yeah, that's what pictures do. Thank you.
That was mean. I know. Should I do another sad one or should I? Oh, maybe I'll do Push It Back.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I should do. All right, this will be a palate cleanser. I wrote this song on the way to a gig. Man, I was tired and I wasn't feeling it, and I was feeling pretty low. You know how you can go through those phases, and
You know how life be.
you know how life be. So so I was on my way to this gig, and I was in the middle of reading the War of Art, not the Art of War. And it's written by the guy that wrote Bagger Vance. And he gives some amazing pointers to all creatives, not just writers, but all creatives. And in it, he sort of personifies the resistance, which is anything that comes against you when you try to create, when you try to sit down and the phone rings and your kid is sick at school and you got to go pick him up, or, you know, you're dealing with a sick parent or sickness yourself, or depression, anxiety, whatever it is, your car's broken down. There's all kinds of things that tend to come against you just in life in general, but especially when you're trying to be creative. And so this was my Fight the Resistance song. It's called Push It Back. My arms are tired, I've been climbing this mountain, I've been fighting my demons, and I keep on pushing. We go in circles, walking up on a tightrope, and then here comes resistance. It starts to push. I push it back, I push it back, I push it back. Push it back, I push it back, I push it back. My legs are shaking, I've been running this race, and all my critics are thinking that I'll never make it. 'Cause I've been red-eyed and weary, I've been white-knuckle driving, keep my head above water, and when life starts to push, I push it back, I push it back, I push it back, I push it back, I push it back. I said, hey, hey, I can breathe for a moment, stand up and own the I'm making my way out of this place. I push it back, I push it back, I push it back. That one makes me sweaty.
Everybody good?
You have to do Price in the Dream.
This feels good. Oh, yeah, I do have to do Price of the Tree. Okay. You need to be the sunshine because I'm going to be the rain. Dave asked me if I played this song, and we had moved So it's just been this wild adventure. We moved to Austin after college and made a record, and we were hanging out there. And then I found out about publishing and kind of about Nashville and the songwriting community, and I became very intrigued with that and made some trips up there. And then we just hauled off and moved to Nashville.
Without
Me and Kristi and JJ, and we didn't have jobs. We had enough money to live for 3 months if nothing happened. Nothing happened. So then it got real. But we hustled. Kristi found work, and I was trying to write songs during the day, and we had JJ, our oldest. He was a little boy then, 4 years old.
He was 2.5 when we moved.
2.5, and I didn't want to work in a bar. Didn't want to kind of do that thing, but I had some friends that had a demolition company, and they were friends and fans and supporters of the arts in general and music, and so they let me hire on, and I would work a week on, a week off, driving a dump truck, a bulldozer. I would drive from Nashville about 3 hours and meet them just south of Memphis, and then we'd go wherever the work was, and then I'd go home and we'd work in the music business. And so I moved to Nashville to be a songwriter, and I was driving a dump truck in Mississippi, and that's just about how it goes sometimes. It was not an easy time. Times got easier later, but that was a particularly difficult time. So on those drives back and forth from Mississippi, I wrote this song called Price of the Dream, and this is about 2010-11, and I had a lot of friends of mine that were working jobs. They were glad to have jobs. There'd been the big crash in 2008, so just it was good to have a job if you had one, but they weren't always the most ideal jobs. I had friends in the oil field that would be gone from their families for a long time. I had a cousin that was working a construction job that required him to be gone from home a lot, and it was taking a toll on families and just the people. It was not a super easy time in the country in general, and so all of that poured kind of into this song about a guy who was basically me, doing what he had to do just to keep the thing spinning. This is called The Price of a Dream. Mister, I need a car, tell me what you got. I need some runs good, don't cost a lot. 'Cause I got a job working out of town, and $1,000 I can put down. There's just no work here anymore, since they shut the factory doors. They bailed out Detroit, forgot about me. So I had to take this job up in Tennessee. And the price of the dream is getting high, so I go to Memphis on Sunday nights. I leave my children and leave my wife. Yeah, I gotta go to Memphis on Sunday night. Oh, I gotta go to Memphis on Sunday night. Still got our house, but we're barely hanging on. So this job is a good thing, I just hate that I gotta be gone. 'Cause babies need their daddy, mama needs her man. But I get back every chance I can. And the price of the dream is getting high, so I go to Memphis on Sunday night. I leave my children and leave my wife. I gotta go to Memphis on Sunday night. Yeah, I gotta go to Memphis on Sunday night. The
Politicians all promise change, but everything just stays the same. I trade 2 days at home for 5 to 10 away. And I'm gonna miss Halloween. Looks like I'll miss Thanksgiving, but they'll have costumes and pumpkin pie, 'cause Daddy goes to Memphis on Sunday night. Yeah, this work of Memphis I leave Sunday night, 'cause you do what you gotta do to survive. Yeah, me, I ride to Memphis on Sunday night. Or I gotta go to Memphis on Sunday night. So, mister, I need a car. What you got? Thanks. I really did. We didn't have a car. We had to go buy a car.
Remember you bought that terrible Altima?
Nissan Altima.
We called it the Altima, and
It
it was
was-
terrible.
There had been an incident in the back seat. It was, yeah. Those were
I
heavy
have
days.
not heard that song in a long time.
Heavy
That
days.
got me. Yes.
Can't say we
Maybe.
haven't worked for what we got. That's for
No,
sure.
that is true. That's true. I mean, yeah. I can't do another sad one.
Okay.
Perfect.
I don't know if we're ready for that much levity.
Oh, I'm so glad you just said that, because I was like, what am I going to sing right now? Oh, I feel like everything that I have left is a little bit heavy.
I don't know if I should do that song. What just met a lot of these folks? I don't want to leave the wrong impression.
Oh, it's so funny.
Honest
Honest
mistake.
mistake. You think?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you could do that or taco stand, and it would be very funny. Tell them the story.
I think the song tells the story.
Let me preface it with one thing. We
We're sensible people.
struggle with a little bit of ADHD in our household. Just a little bit.
That's a wife diagnosis. Everyone's
Yeah.
been diagnosed by their wife with an ailment. But it might be true.
That's what Instagram is for. Helps you learn all the things that are wrong with you.
Okay, for levity, we'll do this song.
We need it. I want
No
it.
judgment. We're sensible people. That's all I want to say before we do this. But even sensible people do dumb things sometimes.
Oh. I wasn't there.
It's kind of bad. It's embarrassing, but we work through it with our art, right?
That's right.
He said, "Hey, so what's with the guitar?" I said, "Oh, that? I write songs." He said, "You got anything on YouTube?" I said, "I do." He said, "Right on." I said, "You mind if we take off these handcuffs? They're kind of hurting my wrists." He said, "You tried to take a gun through security, son. Kind of is what it is." I know. The word try would imply intent, as though I meant to do what I did. Son, you accidentally tried to take a gun through security, is what the man should have said. 'Cause anybody that knows me knows I pretty much follow the rules. So it was quite a surprise to be detained that way, sitting in that little room, airport jail. Airport jail.
Airport jail.
Somebody call my wife, I'm gonna need bail. From the airport jail.
Airport jail.
Airport jail.
Airport jail.
Just imagine me sitting there in airport jail. Look, we've been out on the road that summer. And when we go, sometimes I take a gun. And I forgot that it was in my backpack. I know, inexcusably dumb. But as you might imagine, my little mistake was not lost on the TSA. They said, boy, we got a problem here. I said, you don't say. Then there was a whole lot of commotion and some looks of condescension. I said, how can we make this right? With just a little bit of apprehension. Then out came the silver bracelets, and they perp walked me through the whole damn airport like some kind of country boy terrorist, down some stairs and through a secret door to the airport jail.
Airport jail.
I was in airport jail.
Airport jail.
Get Kristi on the phone. I think I need bail. From the airport jail.
Airport jail.
It was airport jail.
Airport jail. That's right.
Please don't tell Mimi I'm in the airport jail. See, I was traveling with Drew Kennedy that day, and his eyes were as wide as dinner plates. He called half the state of Texas as he watched them haul me away. But he was just trying to see if he could help. Everybody needs a friend like Drew. But if you do the crime, you gotta pay a big fine. And do a little hard time in the airport jail.
Airport
It
jail.
was an airport jail.
Airport jail.
Somebody start a GoFundMe. I need bail. From the airport jail.
Airport jail.
Damn it, airport jail.
Airport jail.
Whatever you do before you leave the house, check your backpack if you happen to be a gun owner, and do not fuck around with the TSA, because they'll throw you in the airport jail. And that's what happened.
I'm not gonna lie. It helped me to let go of a lot of other things that you do at the house that are very ADHD that I thought maybe were just because you weren't trying hard enough. But turns out you really do have some kickin' ADHD. I do too, though. I can say that because I'm also that way.
So anyway,
We get along.
I know we're from Texas. Please don't put any craziness on us. It was a mistake, clearly. And, yeah. Anyway, that song is called Airport Jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for leading us down that road.
What's that? I have
What do
not.
you think, man?
I have not, but
She's
I
like,
have.
I've never had a speeding ticket when we got met. I was like, yeah, I bet you've never had a speeding ticket. Way to go.
I have had like one speeding ticket, and I'm a speeder. Oh, we should do this. It's so pretty.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. Blink.
This is a Roland Sally song that we learned from Alison Krauss and Robert Plant when they put out that first duet record they did called Raising Sand, which is just a fantastic album.
It's one of my favorite albums to this day.
And we got to see him play in concert when Kristi was pregnant with JJ,
Yes.
our youngest, and
Our
it was
oldest.
our oldest.
And I attribute all of his coolness to getting to see Robert Plant, being in the same room with Robert Plant. And all of his quirkiness from being in the same room with Alison Krauss. She's amazing.
Leaves were falling just like embers.
In colors red and gold, they set us on fire. just like a moonbeam in our eyes. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Now I'm guilty of something.
I hope you never do, because there is nothing sadder than losing yourself in love. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Now you ask me just to leave you,
to go out on my own and get what I'm needing. You want me to find what I've already had. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Songs don't get much better than that, as far as I'm concerned.
It was. You're right. Yes.
We use it from time to time.
Yes, we do. Even though.
How are we doing? We doing good?
Yeah. What
Got
time is it?
2 more songs? Should we play 2 more songs? Dave, are we
I think
good?
should.
Remember you were like, should everybody leave at 9, and it's 9:15, so we've kicked that one out. All right, Dos Mas.
Dos más. Let's do it.
I know what the last one should be, so you have to pick this one.
Okay. You don't think? Oh, is the last one mine over there?
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go do it.
Oh, let's do this, and then you do that.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
Can't live
right.
stream the piano. Oh. Okay. Okay.
If you live stream, thank you. Thank you
yes,
for joining
thank you
us
for
all the way out
joining
here.
us, sweet live stream fans and friends.
And to all of you that actually came, thank you as well.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you guys.
We'd like to leave you with maybe just a little bit of hope. There's so much hate. There's so much just insanity going on everywhere. We just want to encourage you not to get lost in your news feeds. Come to things like this. Interact with people. Meet your neighbors. Love on your neighbors. Take care of the good people, because Kristi and I both believe there are still lots and lots of really good people out there that will welcome you into their home, that will pick you up from Baltimore, that will take you to eat crabs, that will have a concert for you, that will open their home. This is just an example, but they're everywhere, and they're doing good stuff all the time. And if it bleeds, it leads, and the good people don't bleed in the way that get on the news in the right way. So just keep those folks in mind as we all just navigate these insane times that we live in, and love on each other, hug your neighbor,
with consent, and enjoy yourselves. This song is called "Good People," and we will dedicate it specifically tonight to our wonderful hosts, some really, really good people.
My name is Josh Grider. That's Kristi Grider. We've enjoyed it. We're just pretending like it's over for the live stream people because we have something special that's going to happen to really send us home. You'd swear we were living in the wild, wild west. If you spend enough time in front of your TV set, then a stranger will change a tire on the side of the road in a pouring rain. And there's a neighbor you can always call for a favor anytime, night or day. Yeah, there's still good people in the world, still good people in the world. I know a few, I bet you do too. Even if they don't make the evening news, there's still good people, a lot of good people, still good people in this old world. Hey, we're all just swimming in one big melting pot. Things are bound to get stirred up, get a little hot. But by and large, most folks get by making money, making love, trying to survive. A few bad apples don't mean you gotta give up on the whole dang tree. There's still good people in the world, still good people in the world. I know a few, I bet you do too. Even if they don't make the evening news, there's still good people, a lot of good people, yes, still good people in this old world. Those lifesavers and game changers that'll give you a hug or fix your carburetor, helping hands when you need them most, big old hearts just keeping us afloat. They send up prayers, clothe and feed us, Mother Teresa's and sweet Jesus. Yeah, there's still good people in the world, still good people in the world. Angels are flying in the right direction, hearts filled with the best intentions. Still good people, lot of good people, yeah, still good people in this old world. This old world, I still believe in this old world. There's still good people, still good people, still good people, still good people. I said there's still good people, a lot of good people, y'all still good people in this old world. Thank you so much. Thank you.